Hello again. How's everybody doing? Um, it's been a while, and I apologize. Um, it's probably gonna be like that for a bit because I'm still living with my parents until but I think we're closer to getting the visa, and once I do that, then I will be able to go out and move to England, and I will be able to record when I want to. So, or at least have a little bit more freedom in doing that. I've also thought about maybe doing a few more on my phone, but I don't know if you guys like that or not. I've heard a lot of people be like, I mean, like vertical video or whatever. So I don't really know what to say about that. Um, Other than if you guys, hang on, let me pull that down a little bit. There you go. So maybe you guys, I don't know. I don't know exactly. But I did want to let you know that things are going fairly well. Um, I'm actually alone in the house right now, um, and I'm kind of enjoying myself. This is the first time in a really long time that I've been by myself, so it's kind of nice. I'll probably go out and get some food here in a little bit, and you know, and stuff like that. My sister and niece are they're probably on their way to or in Florida right now. My sister got married to the guy she's been dating on and off for like a really long time. Uh they're best friends. So he joined the army, and he went through basic training down in Florida, and he lives down there. So they are planning on buying a house down there and doing all that stuff. So once that happens, they'll be moving out, and so they I'm not sure why they went down there. I'm not sure if they went down there to do anything about the house, but they are basically doing their thing. Um on the other hand, and I don't remember if I said this if I had it in the last video, but I have a new laptop. Um it runs a lot better. Got a lot more space, a lot more data, and yeah, it's just really good. So when I do upload, um, yeah, it should run a lot better and shouldn't be so much lag as there was before, and also hopefully it shouldn't take as much time for the videos to upload to YouTube. So, other than that, I've been working. I work at Casey's, which is a gas station slash convenience store slash pizza place. Um, just up the road about 15-20 minutes away, and it's been interesting. It's been very chaotic. We've gone through we're on our third manager right now. Um Long story. When I first got started, I was working part time at Casey's that's just 5 minutes up the road here. And she, because I put on my application that I would like full time, she and apparently the store manager of the store I started at and did a lot of my training basically was like, oh, we can't give you full time, but I do know somebody. I'm friends with another Casey's store manager, and they need some full time help. And so I talked to the person. I did the whole transfer thing, and I've been up there for a little over a year now. And it's been interesting. But like I said, we're on our third manager right now, and I really like the manager we have now. She's a lady, a younger lady, and she keeps things running very well. I wasn't sure of her at first right away as far as social, because I, and a lot of is built up stuff from that I'm still dealing with. And so I thought maybe she didn't like me, and whatever. I still don't know if she likes me, but all I ask is to be treated with respect, be talked to, be told, hey, what's going on? This is what's going on, that kind of thing. And so she's been doing that. So I appreciate that, and I am definitely happy about that. The other new thing I should probably let you guys know about, I don't know how many of you remember that I used to play Elder Scrolls Online way back in the day. And I had to stop playing because my old computer, my old laptop, um, like it would not handle these sizable downloads that were a part of the game and stuff. So what was funny is since I got my new laptop, I wasn't sure if I wanted to re-download Elder Scrolls because I wasn't sure if I wanted to take up all that space with with this game. So, but then just the other day, I've been on my 2 days off. Usually have 2 days off per week, and it tends to work fairly well because I can get like my chores done, I can get my cleaning done, my laundry, go to the store one night. But anyway, so I have been talking to the last time I worked. I've been talking to two of the guys who work in the kitchen, and one of the guys plays Elder Scrolls Online, and he was trying to get the other guy interested, and he was like, "It's a really cool game," and you know. I overheard them talking about it, so I went back and joined in the conversation, and it got me excited. So I was like, oh, I'm going to go home and re-download that game. Well, I did, and then it didn't work. And then I went to the Elder Scrolls website and discovered, although I didn't discover until today, because I tried figuring out yesterday, and it's like they didn't really have anything that stated this is the problem. But today, I went to sleep. I was like, okay, I'm gonna, so I'll get up in the morning, try to figure it out. Went onto the forums and typed in, can't download on the Mac, and discovered that back in 2022, um, so last year in August, they had apparently created an update where and there was apparently discussion of ceasing to, sorry, I got HI. There was a discussion of stopping support for Mac M1s, which is what I have now. I have a silicone powered laptop versus a older, like my old laptop was more. See, I don't even know how to say it. I don't even know like how to explain what it is. I just know my old computer worked great for a while until, the technology surpassed it, and then I ran out of space and it wouldn't work. So, but yeah, apparently, and it was kind of funny reading the forums because apparently the only wording that this was going to happen, that support was going to cease for the M1, M2 Apple laptops, was an article that had been written in 2020 that none of us knew about. And only when one of our because one thing I do have to say about Elder Scrolls is they do have good, for the most part, good customer service. I've gotten help from them in the past on certain things and all that, and they've been fine. They've been nice and all that. But my issue is that apparently they came out with an article back in 2020, and it wasn't until 2022 that all of a sudden an update went through, and as a result, a bunch of people couldn't play anymore. And it was funny to watch because some of these people who are on this front are incredibly technology savvy, which is not me at all. And so a lot of them were like, oh, I found out it works if you do this, or I found out it works if you plug in your iPad to your computer, or, whatever. And I'm like, well, I don't have anything that I could plug in and all that. So I'm like, so, and then here's the funny part is after I read several pages in the thing and realized that the staff weren't saying anything or weren't being like, oh, we're gonna fix it, like, hang on guys, anything like that, that they were going to basically be like, oh, well, So, and then when I refreshed the page again, or I went away to do something, and then I came back to it, and then all of a sudden there was an announcement on there about, Elder Scrolls is stopping support for M1, and that I find funny, because the whole hoopla was about a year ago. And only now, in March 2023, are they addressing it? And I'm like, okay, weird. Maybe it was because they saw I was reading the old thread and they were like, oh, somebody doesn't know. I don't know. But so anyway, I had to uninstall it, which is kind of a bummer because me and Keith had a whole family. We were building like our own empire in that game. We had a whole family of like people who were married to each other, who were related to each other, that kind of thing. And I really wanted to play because one of the things that Nick, who's one of the guys who works in the kitchen, the guy who plays, it was like they really bumped up vampires. Because one of my first character that I made was Wood Elf, who I had become a vampire. And while that was a lot of fun, she still wasn't terribly powerful. But apparently, they really puffed up vampires and they really made them be more of a threat. So, which I think is kind of cool. But yeah, so anyway, I can't play that. Now, I did come across, because, on my new phone, I've been looking for different games. I still play Sky, Children of the Light, which is totally fun, but it can get kind of repetitive. There's just certain things. Although I do like that they keep things fresh and they do try to add new things to, kind of stuff. But the other thing that I kind of. But apparently there's an Elder Scrolls Online Blades game, which is kind of similar to Elder Scrolls Online, but it's on your phone. Oh, and that's also on the Switch, which I have also been considering getting because Shay, my niece, has one, and it looks kind of good. Oh, and also, the other thing that makes me want to get a Switch is because, so way back in the day, I used to watch these old RPG horror maker games. Like Markiplier would play them, PewDiePie would play them, Cryotic would play them. A bunch of people would like play these games like one in a row, and I always thought that was fascinating. Like, I always kind of wished I had more knowledge in that area to be like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to. But they are coming out. One of the RPG Maker games, which I've always wanted to play, is Eep, which is about this young girl who's like 9 years old or something, and she goes with her parents to a art museum where they're showing the works of this one artist guy. And so, long story short, she gets trapped in the museum, and it's kind of a what's the real world? She kind of gets trapped in the art world of the alternate world of the art museum. And she has adventures, she meets other people, she, has solve puzzles, all that kind of thing. They are coming out with a remake of Eve for the Nintendo Switch. And I want to get a Switch because I want to play Eve. That would be amazing. Because, like I said, I've always wanted to play it. It always looks like it's super fun, a little scary, but not too much. And it looks like it would be a blast. So I may end up getting one. If I do, I'll make a video and show you guys. The only problem with that is the only place I know that has a Switch in stores is Target, where I go to get my meals and other stuff that I that I need in one. The problem is there's hardly anyone ever working, or if they are, they're not in the area when I'm there. So, and it kind of drives me crazy because switches are all locked up. So you have to get somebody to unlock that for you so you can get a switch. And I've never been able to track down anyone who works there. So I'm kind of half tempted to look online and see if maybe I could order one online. Maybe, but I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I will let you guys know if I do, when I do, whatever. Um, so that's it basically. I've been going through my stuff again. I've been clearing out old things that I don't need. I have to do my taxes yet this year. I keep forgetting to do that, and I've been writing again. I've been starting to do a little bit more writing. Um, I'm working on a story that I posted the first part of it on Reddit, but I've also re-signed up for fanfiction.net, which is really fun. And because I used to be on there all the time back in the day, and so it would be fun. So I have a place to post that stuff, because before I didn't really have a place to post that. And so I posted a little bit of my Sky story on Reddit, and it hasn't got a lot of likes so far, but that's okay. Because, like I said, I can also post on fanfiction.net, and I can also, now that I'm not playing Elder Scrolls Online anymore, I can also play Elder Scroll. I can also work on. I've had the story kind of in my head. I've been kind of working on it here and there, but never really done anything with it because, again, I didn't know where to post it. Well, now I can post on fanfiction.net. Or I do sub to the Elder Scrolls Online Reddit, so I could do it there as well. So anyway, keep your eyeballs open for that. I don't remember what my Reddit name is. But yeah. Keep your eyeballs open for a Sky Guide. A Sky Guide to Life, and then an Elder Scrolls story about a couple named Nathaniel and Leanna, because that was me and Keith's first character couple that we made together. So, and that was totally fun. But yeah, so keep an eyeball out because I will be doing more writing. Um, yeah, I guess there's just been really I've been working a lot. Like, I've been working about 40 hours a week up until about recently, up until about the last month or so, when I talked to my new manager and was like, I really don't want to work a whole 40 hours a week. I would like to work a little less. And we did have a another person who was being trained on how to do the cashier stuff, but unfortunately that person won't be working with us any longer, and I shouldn't really say anything else about it, but got into a little bit of trouble, and yeah, can't do it, can't work for us anymore. So, but so I do have to, I've been working a lot, socking away money. I've been trying to save up as much as I can because, so that I can go to England, and not only so that I can show the UK government and be like, see, I have all this money saved up, I can support myself, blah, 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 you know, but, excuse me, so that also when I go to England, and I've told Keith this, is that I want to take a at least a little bit of a break and kind of figure out what, if anything, I really want to do. You know, because I've thought about trying to make a professional YouTube career, or trying, or, being a writer, if I can get that to be a full time job or do enough to support me. But I've been saving up a bunch of money so that when I do go over, I don't have to be okay, I gotta dive back in. Because I think I want to take a break from at least working retail for a bit. Because I still love working with people, but there's some people that I just want to take a break. I just want to take a break from being. Because most of my customers are great, but there's a few that are just treat me badly, and I'm kind of tired of it. I kind of, I kind of want to do something else, but I'm not sure what that something else is. So, but yeah, so basically, I'm just working a lot, trying to save up money. I can do some more videos on my phone if you guys would like that. Let me know in the comments. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna eat food. I'm gonna eat some dinner, and I'm gonna go down and exercise, and then probably get back to writing and trying to figure out other stuff. So, but yeah, I love you guys. It's good to talk to you again. And, hello? Okay. It's good to talk to you guys again. And, I will talk to you later. Bye.